Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Slayer Talk. My name is Mark. With me, as always, is my wife, Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Well, it's been a good week here. It's February 6, 2001.
It is. That sounds weird.
Does it?
It does. I mean, it actually sounds, I guess, more normal than 2000, but I still
agree.
getting used to 2001. So,
Yeah, we're getting used to everything.
yeah.
Are you getting used to blood ties? Maybe the most inefficient way to tie someone.
Oh, my God.
That's this episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Blood Ties.
Yes, in this episode, they're celebrating Buffy's 20th birthday.
On this episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Celebrating what?
Buffy's 20th birthday.
Okay. Yes.
Why did you...
I thought you said 21st for a second.
No.
I was like, no.
I don't think they'll celebrate her 21st birthday with a tame house party. I think they'll go to
Shots.
a bar. Shot.
They'll go to the Bronze or something.
Yeah. It's something. It's so funny because, like, I feel like they drank already at the Browns,
I would assume so, yes.
even though they're only 20 and 19.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns are going to lose their license. Shame on them.
Okay. But what happened in this episode? Yeah. When you're stalling like that, I know that you don't remember the episode.
I remember Buffy's birthday.
I think the one thing you've talked about.
And I remember what goes on with Miss Dawn.
Miss Dawn?
Yeah, I remember that.
Miss Dawn.
But I don't remember how it starts. How does the episode
You're like
start?
an elementary school teacher or something.
Shut up.
They are talking about Glory again, having like a meeting about it and trying to figure out what to do. Mm-hmm. They do talk about Buffy's birthday and everything. She's like, I can't even begin to think about that. I'm thinking about protecting Dawn. They keep having conversations about Dawn where Dawn can like come and listen.
Yeah.
Surreptitiously.
It's really, really dumb.
Yeah, it's bad. And here's the thing. They're talking about like, oh, did they say anything about the key or whatever? And I don't remember who said it, but somebody was like, I think it was Willow. She was like, well, we should try to figure out more about this key. And Buffy's like, nah, we don't need to focus on the key. And she was like, hey, if this Dawn woman wants this so bad.
Dawn woman?
I'm sorry, if this Glory woman wants this so bad, then we should like learn more about it and like figure it out. Maybe we can figure out where it is and keep it safe from her. And Giles and Buffy are kind of like, they're trying not to say anything, and then she says to Giles, she's like, maybe it's time that we told them.
And yeah, I mean, like, she tries for like, I don't know, 30 seconds to not say something, and she's like, it's too hard to keep secrets.
Well, she says to Willow, something like, well, we know, Giles and I know where the key is, and it's safe. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, you're not going to tell... Willow gets so angry. Like, you're not going to tell us where the key is? She's like, I thought that, if you knew where it was, you'd be in more danger, so this was to keep you safe. Mm-hmm. And Xander's like, yeah, because we're not in danger right now or whatever. Like, they're both being, like, assholes about it. It's like, they get super offended that they were never told. And by the way, it unravels immediately after they know. So I think that Buffy had the right idea.
Yeah, because then they have even more people talking about it out in the fucking open.
Mm-hmm. So they reveal that Dawn is the key and that she's a blob of energy or whatever.
And everybody is so like traumatized and talking about all the things that they remember and they're like, how old is she? And it's like 6 months. Yeah, I think that's how that came out.
No,
it's
not. But.
No, okay. But they're talking about things they remember, and Buffy's like, I know, I remember them too. Like, that would be so fucking weird.
It would be weird. But so they immediately start acting weird around her, and that's the problem. And that's the thing that Buffy said would happen, and that's why she didn't want to tell them, because they're shitty at this.
They're not good secret keepers.
No. So they're all acting weird around her, and Dawn's getting more and more like fucking what is going on. We get a little bit of Glory. Glory is, I don't remember exactly. She's in her little hotel room like area or whatever, but she's lamenting about the key and stuff. We go, yeah. I don't remember much more about it than this. It's like one scene where we just touch base with her, like she's there, she wants the key.
I think she sucks somebody's brains out.
I think so.
It's usually her thing. It's usually Glory's contribution to the episode,
right? But Dawn, at Buffy's birthday, like they're talking again when Dawn's not in the room, and she kind of overhears them and. Buffy sees her and she's like, well, Dawn, what's going on? And she's like, oh, I'm just getting the plates or whatever. And she gets all upset. Dawn gets upset and she's like, what? Why are people talking about me behind my back? What is going on?
I don't know why she knew they were talking about her, though, because like, it's not like she walked in on them saying, oh, Dawn. Like,
yeah,
but she was being a little paranoid. I mean, even though she's right.
If everyone was talking about you and they stopped talking when you came into the room and everything. Like, if that was happening all the time, like, there would be signs.
Yeah.
If people were really talking about you all the time, even if you didn't hear your name, there'd be signs. If you were perceptive, you'd know.
Yeah.
And so she runs up to her room. A room she's already escaped from, by the way, once.
Yeah. Well, first she throws a frickin' temper tantrum. Mm-hmm. And she's like, fine, you guys aren't going to talk to me. You're going to treat me like I don't exist or something, something like that. She's like, I'll just go.
So she runs up to her room and she escapes her window.
And as you point out, nobody goes and tries to talk to her. Like, It's kind of crap.
Yeah.
Like, she should be being attended to if she feels that way. Mm-hmm. Like, they should try to make her feel better. But it's like they don't fucking care.
So she leaves and she runs into Spike, who is just standing outside the house.
Because that's like just what he does all night, every night, apparently.
That's his patrol.
Yeah.
And she's like, what are you doing, lurking?
And no, she goes, what are you doing? Oh, is it? He's like, no, I'm standing about. It's a whole different vibe or
That's
something.
What he says.
Yeah.
I'm not lurking, I'm standing about.
It's a whole different vibe.
So she says that she's going to steal from the magic shop. And he's like, your sister wouldn't like that. We shouldn't be doing this shit. And she's like, no, I'm going. I'm bad or whatever. And he's like, there's so many bad things out there that could kill you. And if you got killed, Buffy would hate it. And he's like, so I'll go with you.
He's like, there are so many monsters between here and the magic shop.
So he accompanies her to protect her for Buffy. Mm-hmm. And he's turning into a dog.
Right? Yeah, it's not like he acts like, oh, she wants a monster in her, man. Like, he's like way more of like a lapdog to her than any of the dudes.
I think he's trying. I guess he's trying to become less monster because she doesn't like a lot of monster in her.
I guess that's true.
But they go to the magic shop, and earlier in the episode when they were in the magic shop talking, Giles had this book, this little notebook that he moved away from her because Dawn was kind of looking at it, mm-hmm. and he secreted it away, and that's what she's looking for.
Yeah, she's not going to steal merchandise. She's going for information.
So she finds it in his little hidey hole
because she saw him put it there. That wasn't. None of these people are good at hiding things.
No, and basically it just spells everything out. She reads that the key was sent to the Slayer to protect
in the form of a sister,
right?
And Spike goes, that's you, Niblet. What the fuck? First of all, Niblet, weird.
Yeah. It's British.
I don't like it. Is it? Okay, that makes... I've never heard that saying. It sounds like nipple. I don't like it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's he doesn't really seem to understand the gravity of what's going on at all.
So she storms back to the house and basically is like, so I'm a fucking thing? She slits
her wrists.
Yeah, she cuts her wrists.
Her arms. Yeah, and she walks out there and she's like, "Is this blood?
Right?
Am I real?" It was a pretty emotional scene.
Yeah, I feel so bad for her.
Yeah,
but I think this is the best season so far, that we've watched, and this these episodes, especially with Dawn, like I said, her and Michelle Trachtenberg and Sarah Michelle Gellar have really good on-screen chemistry as sisters. Like they work really. You can tell they like each other in real life. Probably like they work well together and they mesh well. They have a good vibe together. But there's so much more emotional depth and richness to these episodes. Like there are more personal stakes. Like when she was fighting like the Anointed One and stuff like that, or the fucking Master or whatever, like, or even Adam, that the big bad. It's like there. It was just like, oh, this is the guy that's gonna. It's felt very even though they were the big bad of the season, it felt like very Monster of the Week.
Yeah,
like this is just the threat that's gonna destroy the city or destroy the world or destroy the town or destroy the country or whatever, destroy this realm. Like that they have to be stopped. Like, oh, it's a big threat and they're very powerful and we have to stop it. But this is better because it. Like, the stakes are raised because it's all emotionally directly connected to our protagonist. Like, her success or failure is personal to her. It's not just, like, obviously Glory wants to do something that will probably destroy our world. But it also is, the stakes are personal, and that's what makes it resonate.
Yeah.
And they're both very good actresses, so that helps a lot, too. But yeah, she comes in and she's all bloody and she's like, I'm just a thing, right? I'm just a key. I can't bleed, or whatever. But this isn't this blood. Like, and so Willow, no. Buffy.
You okay there?
Buffy at first is pissed at Spike.
Yeah. Like, why would
How could you do that? How could you let her find that out?
Yeah, and he's like, no, you cannot put this one on me. Like, right. I was there to protect her. You're the ones who let her figure this out.
I mean, he goes into more in depth when she like comes to his place, but yeah, like she's like pissed off at him at first, and like, he leaves, and then they talk to Dawn, and Buffy tries to explain, I guess, and she's like, like, we were going to tell you, she says.
Which I don't think is true.
And then Joyce says, we were going to wait till you were older.
Mm-hmm. Which is like, how old do you got to be to deal with that? Because
yeah. Yeah, how old do you have to be to understand that you're an object?
And then at some point in the conversation, I think that's when she asks how long she's been alive or something.
No, it's when she's in the hospital later.
Okay. She's in the hospital later?
Yeah. Okay. Or no, when she's in her bed later.
Thank you. I was like really confused.
But I think it's after we can just get to it. She says, how long have I been around? And she was like 6 months ago. That's when they sent you here. And she's like, oh, I'm only 6 months old.
Yeah. That's so fucked up.
But the key is, so no pun intended, but the key is of this episode, Dawn is angry and lashing out and has decided that, like, you're not my parent, you're not my mom, you're not my sister, who gives a fuck? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to act like this anymore. And she gets all angry and stuff like that. And she goes upstairs and she takes all of her diaries and burns them because they're all fake. They're all meaningless. And the crux of the episode is Buffy is like, I need to find out everything I can about the key, what the nature of it is, where it came from, what it does, and tell Dawn that. Mm-hmm. So she understands who she is, that she's this key. That's Buffy's solution. Joyce's solution is, no, she needs her sister. Like, she's upset, she's having an identity crisis, or whatever, she needs you. And after she burns all the shit down, in her room, she jumps out her window again and just like kind of goes wandering around. Eventually, she and the Scooby Gang form a search party looking for her. This is when Buffy goes to Spike and like they have their big out, and this is where Spike actually stands up for himself, which is good, but. She's like, it's your fucking fault or whatever. And he's like, no, it's your fault. You didn't tell her. You tried to keep this secret from her. I didn't know she was a key.
Right.
Like, all I knew is she was, going there, and I protected her. I didn't want her to get hurt from all the things that could hurt her, around there. So I came to be the protector to her. It's not my fault. I didn't even know we were looking for that.
Right.
And Buffy kind of, realizes it. And she says, well, I need your help in finding her. So they all kind of get together. Buffy and Spike go together. I think she has Anya and Xander wait at the place, and then the magic shop in case she comes back there. And then Tara and Willow are going to the west side. Like they're splitting the city into two.
Is it hard for you to say Willow normal? It's like I feel you trip over it every time you say it.
But they don't find her. And where she's gone is, so Dawn's kind of wandering around. She does go to a few different places, but she sees an ambulance, and she's like, I'm going to go to the fucking the hospital. So she goes into the hospital and she sees Ben. Oh, she goes to the crazy people because in Giles's notes, he's like, the mentally infirm and stuff like that can see the true nature. And she comes in there, and it's like all the crazy people are like, it's the key. The key's here. The key is here. Oh, the key is here. And like they're all like fucking chanting and stuff like that. Key. Oh, the key. You're the key. And she's like, you see what I really am? Ah, I see you. You're the key. And like she kind of like walks out of there, and she's all like shaken. And then Ben sees her, and he's like, hey, it's Buffy's sister. And he's like, come on, let's talk or whatever. And they have this conversation. They sit down and they...
What? Why are you laughing?
So Carol fell asleep for part of this episode.
This is true?
And this is the part that she fell asleep at. And she's just looking at me like a little kid, and I'm telling her a story. She's like, I can see her absorbing all of it.
It feels like story time.
So she might be a little silent during this part because she didn't experience it. But we should really tape these shows so you can go back.
Right.
You can go back and watch if you fall asleep. But anyway, they sit down in this little, like, it's like the locker room area or something like that, it seems. And she's like talking to Ben and everything, and he's like, oh, is your mom back? And she's like, no, she's not back in here. She's not my mom. And he's like, okay. And he's like, what's going on? You having problems with Buffy? And she goes, she's not my sister. And he's like, I know how that feels. Since I have a sister myself, and I know how that can feel. Like you want to deny them, like they're not real or whatever. And she's like, no, I'm the one that's not real. She goes, apparently I'm just a key or whatever. And he's like, what? And then he like sits up. He's like, oh my God, you're the key. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you know about this? And he's like, you have to go now. Glory's coming. And she's like, what? And he's like, oh my God, she's like, I can feel her. She's coming. You gotta go. And all of a sudden he turns into Glory. So it's like, it's clear that's the sister. And maybe they're sharing a body, or they can switch bodies or something. I don't know what happens to Ben when Glory gets there. But, like, because earlier in the episode, one of the little, like, minion dudes is like, she wants your fucking help or whatever. And he's like, she can go fucking kick rocks.
Right.
And he's like, she knows she can't hurt me. Like, she knows that. I know she can't hurt me. She knows she can't hurt me. So, like, what the fuck? She can't do anything to me. Fuck her.
But apparently she can take you over. That is a thing.
I guess, yeah. But, like, she's there. But here's the thing. And this is, I guess, the good part about it. She doesn't retain any of Ben's knowledge or experiences or whatever when she becomes him. And like I said, I want to know where he is. Is he in the woman body? Well, he can't be because she's in the woman body.
Yeah.
So, like, do they transport, like, places? Is he in a different dimension? I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or are they two sides of one entity? Because the god is, like, too much for one body.
That's kind of what I was thinking, that, like, they're both in there, but I don't know. You could be right.
But anyway, so she's there, and she doesn't know what they were talking about. And she was like, what's going on? Like, hey, you must have been talking about the key, or you must have been whatever. And then Dawn tries to do the thing that Buffy wanted to do. she asks Glory all about the key. So what is this key? Where did it come from? What's it look like? And she's like, last time I saw it, it was like green and glowing and sparkly and like, like so beautiful and stuff. And she's like, but it could look like anything. So that's the problem. And she's like, well, so like, it's gonna open like a lock, right? And she's like, yeah. And like they're going back and forth, and Dawn's trying to be like coy, trying to figure out what she is. And then at some point, Gloria's like, you know what? I'm starting to think that you don't know anything about this key or where it is. and like, so she gets like all angry and stuff. And then when Buffy comes in, and Buffy and the whole gang, they go to the hospital. I guess, I'm not sure. Oh, she's like, because Dawn might be injured, so we better go check the hospital. So they all go there, and they find Glory, and Buffy starts fighting her.
Always fighting her.
What ends up happening or helping, and like Spike punches her. Spike's holding her, and like Buffy's punching her. He's like, I thought you said that this bird was like powerful or whatever. And then she starts throwing Spike all around the room. So funny. I think Xander hits her once too, and then gets like shoved across the room.
Yeah, why?
It's funny. She's like a god or whatever with the powers of a god, but her biggest move is throw you across the room.
Well, I don't think she's really trying to kill anybody. I mean, or even really hurt anybody. If she were, I think they would be hurt or dead. Like she said to Buffy, if I wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
Right.
So she's just fucking around. I don't know.
But Willow and Tara, they like I don't know, sprinkle her with fairy dust or something like that.
That's what it looked like. Yeah, I woke up for this.
Willow says a word and then collapses, and Glory just like dematerializes. And they're like, what the fuck was that? And she's like, it's a transportation spell or whatever. It's a really powerful spell. And they were like, where? But she's like, I don't know all the kinks or whatever. And she's like, where'd you send her? And she's like, that's one of the kinks. I don't know. But it almost like collapsed her or whatever. It was a way, I guess, to write themselves out of the situation. Mm-hmm. But they don't want Willow to be able to do that a lot because it's way too powerful, and it would get them out of way too many situations.
So then we just see Glory hovering in space,
like above the not really space, the sky.
Yeah.
But above the hospital, I think, like in that area anyway. And she like falls like she's a meteor or something like that.
Yeah.
And then crashes to the ground, presumably. That's kind of how the episode ends. At least for her plot line. So the big thing though is when they get back to the house, and I think this is when she asks her how long she's been here or whatever. Buffy, like they're both like injured or whatever. They're both cut, and Buffy like takes her hand. It's all bloody, and takes Dawn's hand. And she like, they put them together, and she's like, you are my sister. Like, I don't care what you are, where you came from. That's Summer's blood that's in you. This is, my blood, that's your blood. Like, we are blood tied, Mm-hmm. And then she looks right at the camera and was like, that's the name of the episode. But she's like, like, she goes with Joyce's point of view, where it's like, knowing where she came from, her nature and all that stuff, that's not what's going to help her. What's going to help her is believing you are my sister.
Yeah. Like,
no matter what, it's you and me against the world. Sweet. It is. And that is how the episode ends.
So, despite the fact that I fell asleep, mm-hmm. I thought it was a very good episode.
Yeah, it was great. She didn't fall asleep because of the episode was boring.
No, I was just tired. Yeah.
But it was, I thought it was an excellent episode. One of the best of the season so far. And I'm really interested to see what's... Now, here's the thing, and this is why I think giving the personal stakes is so big. In the last few seasons, like, I would get bored sometimes, because I'm like, I know how this is going to... I know what's going to happen. What's going to happen is they're going to fight the evil, they're going to defeat the evil, and then they're going to move on to the next evil. That's the formula of the show. Now I'm nervous as to what's going to happen. I have no doubt, not to break the spell of narrative or whatever, but I have no doubt that at the end of this season will end with them defeating Glory. They're going to beat her. They're going to send her back. They probably can't kill her because she's a god, but they'll send her back to whatever dimension. She won't get the key. She won't kill Dawn. She won't be able to use Dawn or whatever to unlock the lock. Like, the thing she wants is not going to happen. The Scooby Gang and Buffy will win the day.
Sure.
But I don't know what's going to happen with Dawn.
Right.
There are many things, there are many directions they could go. She could stay. She could be killed or destroyed. Like, there's the knights that want to destroy her. Mm-hmm. Like, she could, lots of stuff could happen. She could turn back into a key or turn into something else. Like, to be hidden. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with her. And that's the tension. Bless you.
Thank you.
And that's what's interesting about this season. And that I am nervous about. Like, I'm actually emotionally invested in this.
Yeah, me too. I'm very curious about what is going to happen with Dawn. Maybe she'll turn green and sparkly again.
Who knows? But that is the episode for the week. Carol, tell people where they can find their own sparkly human being.
You can write us at latefee1994@aol.com. Mm-hmm. Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yep.
And share the tapes with your friends.
Oh, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.